Torch Sophie and Leo's Shadow Hunters adventure. It was a night when the wind blew gently, and the moon was playing hide-and-seek behind the clouds. In the Baxter family's home, the lights were out, and everyone was getting ready to sleep. In the room at the end of the hallway, 3-year-old Leo was sitting up in his bed. He had pulled his blanket all the way up to his nose. His eyes were wide open, staring fixedly at the chair in the corner of the room. Just then, the door slowly opened. In walked his 7-year-old big sister, Sophie. Sophie was wearing her favorite starry pajamas and holding a glass of water. "Leo," Sophie whispered. "Why aren't you asleep yet? We are going to the park tomorrow. You need to gather your energy." Leo pointed a trembling finger at the corner of the room. "Sophie," he whispered. "Look there. There is a huge monster with arms over there." Sophie smiled, but when she realized Leo was truly scared, she became serious immediately. She didn't turn on the big light. Instead, she sat gently on the edge of Leo's bed. Said Sophie, looking at the dark shape in the corner. "It does look a little spooky. But do you know what, Leo? Big sisters are like monster detectives. We have superpowers." Leo lowered his blanket a little bit. "Really?" "Yes," said Sophie. "But I need your help to solve this. Are you scared?" Leo nodded his head. "Just a little bit." Sophie reached out and held Leo's tiny hand tightly. "Don't be afraid. I am right here. As long as you hold my hand, no shadow can scare you. Now, the mission begins." Sophie pulled a small yellow flashlight out of her pocket. "This is not just an ordinary flashlight, Leo," she said in a mysterious voice. "This is the truth-revealing lightsaber. Are you ready?" Leo said excitedly, "I'm ready." Sophie turned on the flashlight. A warm, yellow light filled the room. Sophie slowly turned the light toward the scary shape in the corner. 1, 2, 3. "Gotcha!" shouted Sophie. When the light hit the shape, Leo started to giggle. That scary monster was actually just Leo's messy pants, his sweater, and his toy robot sitting on top of the chair. The arms of the sweater were hanging down, and the robot looked like a head. "Did you see?" laughed Sophie. "It was just your messy clothes. Mr. Messy Pants was trying to scare you." Leo let out a sigh of relief. "It's just clothes," he laughed. Just then, a sound came from the window. Tap, tap, tap. Leo grabbed Sophie's arm again. "Sister, There is someone at the window. They are knocking. Sophie stayed perfectly calm. She hugged Leo and stroked his hair. Shush, stay calm, little lion. Your sister is here. Let's go and look. They got out of bed together. Sophie never let go of Leo's hand. They approached the window. Sophie shone the flashlight onto the glass. Look, Leo, she said. It is just a branch of the old tree outside. When the wind blows, it hits the glass and says, "Good night," to us. Leo moved closer to the window. Indeed, every time the wind blew, a small twig touched the glass. Leo waved at the branch. "Good night, Mr. Tree. Please be a little quieter, we are going to sleep." When they returned to bed, Leo asked, "But what about under the bed?" This was his biggest fear. Sophie knelt down on the floor. "Don't worry. I will go in and check first. If there is anything bad down there, I will tickle it until it runs away. You know I am very good at tickling." Sophie poked her head under the bed. She shone the light to the right, then to the left. Then she came back out, laughing. She was holding something in her hand. "Leo, look who I found. Your lost fuzzy sock was down here. And right next to it was the green race car we were looking for last week." Leo took his car with joy. "Yay! I looked for this everywhere." Sophie tucked Leo back into his bed and pulled up his covers. The room was filled with peace, not fear. "See," said Sophie. "Darkness is just full of surprises that haven't had a light shined on them yet. There is nothing to be afraid of." Leo yawned. His eyes were starting to close. But then he thought of something. "Sophie?" "Yes, Leo?" "What if I get scared again when you leave?" Sophie thought for a moment. Then she took off the necklace around her neck. It was a plastic necklace with a small glowing star on the end, but it was very precious to Sophie. "Take this," Sophie said, hanging the necklace on the lamp by Leo's bedside. The star glowed faintly. "This is a sister star. Even if I leave the room, as long as this star is here, my love will protect you. Whenever you feel scared, look at this star and remember how tightly I hugged you. Okay?" Leo smiled. He felt very safe. "Okay, Sophie. You are the best big sister in the world." Sophie leaned down and planted a big kiss on Leo's forehead. "And you are the bravest brother in the world. Good night, Shadow Hunter." As Sophie left the room, she left the door slightly ajar. Leo looked at the glowing star by his bed. The shadows didn't look like monsters anymore. They were just the shapes of sleeping things. And his big sister was right next door. With this thought, Leo fell into a deep and sweet sleep. In his dream, he and his sister were collecting stars from the sky together.